Ready? Transport.
Upon reaching their destination, the front man gives the command, "Ready, halt."
Ready? Halt.
They lower the ladder to the ground. Upon arrival at the point of operation, the ladder should be placed on its beam with the fly section facing out and the butt below the objective. Let's watch as the ladder is raised into position.
Prepare to race. Race.
Prepare to lower it into the building. Lower it into the building.
To raise, extend, and place the ladder into the building, the ladder must be in position beneath its objective, and the butt man will take a position with his back to the building. The foot near the tip is placed on the lower shoe. The hand near the tip grabs the underside of the upper beam at approximately the third rung with the palm up. The other hand will grab the upper beam shoe, palm down, and the other leg will be extended for leverage. As the butt man was getting into his position, the raising man was taking a position 1/3 the distance from the tip on the street side of the ladder facing the tip. With both men in position, the butt man gave the command, "Prepare to raise." The raising man does a partial knee bend, grabs the upper beam on the rail closer to the building. The butt man now gives the command, "Raise." The raising man lifts the ladder from the ground. He pivots in under the lower beam and is now facing the butt man. Using a hand-under-hand motion along the lower beam, he raises the ladder to a vertical position. He then takes a position on the street side of the ladder opposite the butt man. The butt man snubs the left beam with his left toe and unties the knot. He extends the fly by grasping the halyard at right angles to the direction of the pull. When the ladder has been extended to the desired height, he engages the ladder locks. While the butt man is performing his actions, the raising man's position is a boxer's stance with his left foot on the ground, dead center between the beams, and both of his hands grasping the beams on the inner rail at shoulder height. This steadies the ladder as it is being extended. The raising man determines the height of the extension. In order to place the ladder into the building, the butt man gives the command, "Place ladder against building," and grasps both beams on the inner rail shoulder high. At the same time, the raising man places his left foot on the center of the bottom rung and his hands grab a rung palms down. He looks up and guides the ladder into the building as the butt man steps back, keeping his arms straight while placing the ladder into the building. After placing the ladder into the building, the butt man will secure the halyard by tying a clove hitch and binder on the taut part of the rope on the third rung. Keep in mind the halyard may be left untied if the situation warrants. If time permits, or if the ladder is to be rolled or carried vertically, the halyard must be tied. No other knots are necessary. After the raising man placed the ladder into the building and the butt man secured the halyard, the raising man may have to adjust the angle of the ladder. When adjusting the ladder, a member will be positioned to either the left or right side of the ladder. He will grasp the second or third rung with his palm up and place his other hand on the underside of the beam closer to him at a comfortable height. He then lifts the butt a few inches off the ground and pulls the ladder out to adjust the angle. The desired angle of the ladder should be 65 to 75 degrees. If there has been a miscalculation of the extension needed, the ladder cannot be pulled out to compensate for the excess, but must be retracted to the proper height, and then minor angle adjustments can be made. A simple formula to get a 75-degree angle is to pull the butt out from the building 1/4 the distance of the working length of the ladder. Here we have a 20-foot straight up against a building. We calculate 1/4 of 20 is 5. That tells us to pull the ladder out 5 feet. Sometimes the tip will provide the support, as in the case of placing a ladder alongside a fire escape. And then there will be times when the beams provide the support, as in the case of placing a ladder on a parapet. Using the same formula, 1/4 of the working length, we calculate 1/4 of 16 is 4. This time we pull the butt of the ladder out 4 feet.